Okay, so I'd like to welcome you to the City of Davenport Year 49 CDBG Public Input Meeting. I'm Megan Overton. I'm the Neighborhood Development Coordinator with the Community and Economic Development Department. So today we're going to do an overview of our program and collect community input for the upcoming year that's going to start next July 1st of 2023. A video recording of this meeting will be available on our city's YouTube page by this Friday, August 12th, for you to view at a later time. So what is CDBG? CDBG stands for Community Development Block Grant. The program is authorized under Title I of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974. The CDBG program was enacted in 1974 under the Housing and Community Development Act, or HCDA. Prior to this time, there were numerous federal programs which addressed community development issues, and HUD consolidated them into one program. CDBG funding can be used by cities to address a variety of needs. However, CDBG funding can only be used for programs or projects that meet one of the three national objectives. So those CDBG national objectives are benefiting low to moderate income persons, preventing or eliminating slums or blight, and meeting urgent community development needs due to serious or immediate threats to health and welfare of the community. You'll hear us talk about LMI. So what does LMI stand for? LMI is low and moderate income. This refers to a family or household with an annual income at or below 80% of the area median income that is established by HUD. Current income limits are shown on this slide. So for example, a family of four could make up to $68,250 annually and qualify for our programs. So each year, the City of Davenport receives over $1 million in federal community development block grant funds. These funds can be used for eligible activities in the area of housing, economic development, public facilities, social services, and planning. Our city staff oversees the process, which provides funding directly to residents through programs, to organizations that provide social services, and through economic development opportunities for low and moderate income people. The city staff is responsible for completing plans, studies, and reports, all required by HUD, as well as providing staff support to the Citizens Advisory Committee, which is the city commission responsible for recommending our CDBG allocations to the City Council. All funded CDBG activities must meet one of our three national objectives. So now we're going to start with the public input part. So today we're going to talk about the needs in the community, and we're going to do it in a couple different ways. So we'll look at the categories that CDBG can fund, and we'll talk about what needs in these categories are not being met, and then where are the greatest needs in Davenport. For the input, we're going to reference this map. So you will use this map for the questions. You can reference an area A, B, C, or D, a specific location, or citywide with your comment. We're going to start with housing programs. What are housing programs? Activities that support homeownership, housing rehab, rental housing, and other activities in connection with housing such as down payment assistance. Housing programs that the city runs include our owner-occupied housing rehab loan. This program addresses existing and potential housing code violations, makes energy efficiency improvements, removes barriers to accessibility, repairs and upgrades fire protection systems, and eliminates lead-based paint hazards. This is a loan that is deferred until the sale or transfer of a property. We have our Urban Homestead program. This is a homeownership opportunity program. These are homes that the city has acquired that are completely rehabbed with new features like siding, windows, mechanicals, paint, flooring, cabinets. Qualified buyers are eligible for a 3% fixed rate 30-year mortgage through the city with no down payment or closing costs. We have our home buyer down payment grant. This program provides up to $10,000 towards down payment and closing costs for the home. And then our exterior accessibility grant. These are grants for homeowners and renters for the installation of exterior ramps or other accessibility options in order to improve access to the home. So this is our first chat session. What type of development does Davenport need? And where would you like to see development in Davenport for housing? So submit your feedback through the chat, or if you are viewing this at a later time, let us know through an email that you are for housing, where you'd like to see the development, and what type. Okay, our next category is economic development. So what is economic development? This is activities that support business development, job creation, provide technical assistance to businesses, and rehab of commercial buildings. Programs that the city runs are the Small Business Loan Program. This is designed to assist businesses either owned by a low to moderate income individual or that is employing low to moderate income people. Loans can assist with operating capital, such as payroll, rent, utility fees, purchase of inventory, purchase of furniture or fixtures, purchase of a building or equipment, rehab of internal or external leased spaces or owned buildings. And then we also have our commercial facade program. This is a grant for exterior renovations and repairs to the facades of distressed commercial properties. So again, we have our map. What type of economic development does Davenport need? And where would you like to see economic development in Davenport? Again, you can use the chat feature, or if you're viewing at a separate time, you can submit this in your email under economic development. Okay, we're going to move on to infrastructure. So our infrastructure improvement programs are activities for publicly owned facilities and infrastructure such as streets, playgrounds, and underground utilities. Some examples of infrastructure improvements are accessible corners, sidewalks, lighting, water and sewer improvements. The city's programs include an infrastructure to support affordable housing programs. So these are improvements made in the public right-of-way, such as sidewalks, curbs, and gutters near newly developed affordable housing. And then our building demolition. So that's acquisition and or demolition of properties that are no longer habitable and create a hazard to the surrounding neighborhood. So where would you like to see infrastructure improvements in Davenport? And then what types of infrastructure improvements does Davenport need? Okay, now we're going to move on to public services. So public services are grant funds that can be used for a wide range of public services activities such as youth services, homeless shelters, mental health services, domestic violence services, and other eligible activities. CDBG funds can be used for operating and maintenance of the facility where the program is located, lease and purchase of equipment or furnishings, and other supplies needed to run the program. Public service programs that the city runs is a subrecipient program. That's grants to eligible nonprofit agencies in Davenport that provide direct services to low and moderate income Davenport residents. This is a competitive grant application, and subrecipients must apply annually for this funding. So what type of public services do we need in Davenport? And then where would you like to see public services improved in Davenport? And you can use the chat feature, or you can also submit it in an email later if you're viewing this video later on. That was our last category of programs. We have a few other ways to participate this year. We have a community survey that is open through Friday, August 26th. The link is on the screen there. It is through SurveyMonkey. We also have paper copies available at all of the city libraries and City Hall, or if you give our office a call, we can get you a copy mailed out. You can also attend our open house public input table at the Freight House Farmers Market. The third of our open house sessions will be Saturday, August 20th from 8 to noon. And then if you did not get a chance to get your comment in the chat or you're watching this video at a later time, comments can be sent directly to me, Megan Overton. My email is on the screen there. It's megan.overton@davenportiowa.com. And we're accepting comments through Friday, August 26th. And if you have any further questions, you can always contact the Community and Economic Development Office. The phone number is there on the screen. It's 563-326-7765. And we thank everyone for their participation.